So I had a family member contact me this week. So he's telling me about this young lady he's dating. He's like, man, I'm about 8 dates in. She ain't paid for nothing, nor has she made an effort.
That's what, 2 months? That's a lot of dates. Y'all almost like, what are we at this point?
And he wants to know, am I wrong for starting to expect something from her in terms of monetary investment in the relationship at the point it's in?
This is Caesar Walker, the cool, calm, collected one.
And I'm Ronnie Gatrey, the emotional one.
And we are the Tipping Point Podcast, your source for the black male's perspective.
Tipping Point Podcast.
Check this out, y'all. I want to get your ideas on this, your thoughts on this, especially you, Black, because this pertains more to you than it does us. So I had a family member contact me this week, and I hope this is okay to say. I don't care. He listens. We won't say his name.
Oh, my God.
It's okay. It's okay. If it's not, yeah.
So that was supposed to convince us. It was okay?
I'll figure it out. I should have asked to say this, and I didn't. Anyway.
It's not too late to scratch this.
No, we're not scratching it. What? Anyway, he's
and don't give nervous laughs too after he says it's okay. Like that doesn't convince me.
I'm going in. Because I thought about y'all when we had this conversation.
Okay.
So he's telling me about this young lady he's dating. And long story short, he's like, man, I'm about 8 dates in. She ain't paid for nothing, nor has she made an effort. 8 dates in. So, well, I mean, what do y'all think? Or do y'all want me to tell you what I told him?
I need more information.
Okay, what do you need? I'm not giving out names.
I know. I mean, you might as well. Like 8 dates in. That's what, 2 months? If assuming you went out once every week.
For the sake of this, that's not a question I asked her in the conversation.
But I'm just saying, what's the period of time we're talking? That's a lot of dates.
That is. And that's my point.
Y'all almost like, what are we at this point? Does he know?
We didn't get there. We didn't go there.
What did you tell him?
I told him, bro, because he's like,
he wants her to.
Yeah. Shouldn't she at least by this point be making an effort
in terms of offering to pay?
Yeah, for something. So I told him straight up. I said, look, when my wife and I were dating, I can't remember where we were 8 dates in per se, but I do know, and I'll bet any amount of money on it. Within our first 8 dates, my wife had offered something. Whether it was cooking a meal, hey, I'm going to get a smoothie from Smoothie King, you want one? There was something there, right? Okay. And so I think this is what this young man is looking for, like something. But he feels like these 8 dates have been all on him, and he wants to know, am I wrong for starting to expect something from her in terms of monetary investment in the relationship at the point it's in?
I wonder what would happen if, like, say, they were meeting at his place and he said, hey, could you pick this up for me on your way to my place? I wonder would she be like, well, call it in and pay for it and I pick it up, or
that's a good question.
I get it.
That's a good question.
Or I get it and you can pay me when I get there. Like, I don't know how that would go, but
me neither.
Also, these 8 dates, was it him asking her out? Or she just like
that's the information I need to know.
Yeah. I didn't ask any of that.
Because like if he asked her out, then I would expect him to play.
What's the vibe like? Like is
obviously he's feeling
touch?
her.
Is this physical? Are they getting? Is there physical touch? You didn't ask.
I feel like a terrible person because I didn't get to any of this.
Because my thing is, there should be reciprocity. Let's get to that. It doesn't necessarily have to be monetary, especially if he's the one asking. But there should be some reciprocity if the girl really likes you.
Okay.
In some form or fashion.
And you're saying within the scope of the first 8 dates. You should have something by then.
There should be some form of reciprocity.
Right. Okay. That's what I told him.
Like I said, she may not be her off, but what are they doing on these 8 dates?
That's
another thing.
You know how these young folks do.
I don't know.
Okay. A lot of movies.
I'm 40 and been married 10 years.
Okay, that's fair. A lot of movies, a lot of dinner, a lot of shows.
So they're going out.
Yeah, he's in a big metropolitan area. So there's a lot to choose from. And there's some movie at the house and chill type stuff going on too. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's an impressionable young man.
So he's spending a lot of money.
He's dropping some cheddar.
Yeah, me and Black looked at it. That pause you heard, those of you listening, was me and Black looking at each other like, yeah.
She's going to have to break off something. I'm not saying, for you folks listening, thinking about that, I'm not saying that. But provide something of value at this point to let me know you got skin in the game.
I still think you need more information.
Yeah, I don't have a gauge on her. Like I said, there should be some reciprocity. But what is she reciprocating other than her time?
Which is the most valuable thing.
And is he offering like all of these different events?
Well, we had a sidebar conversation about that. Yes, he is, to answer your question.
So is she not?
But isn't that what we're supposed to do?
I think 8 dates in, a woman should be able to let you know if she's interested in wanting to see you. Give me something.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I thought you were gonna.
So if I'm the one having to always initiate the date, that would be kind of alarming to me.
That's a detail I didn't get.
Does that make sense though? What
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
How often are they talking when they're not going out? See, these are things I need to know.
these are important things.
These are things, because see, if you're having conversation, if I'm talking to someone, 8 dates in, Black, I'm like, listen, you're my girl. Like, we're almost, a lot of people have more than like, a lot of people have had sex by then. A lot of people, like, at this point, you have a lot of stuff to evaluate with this young person. When you're not going out, what are y'all's interactions like? Is her interest level equals to that of her wanting to go out with you as it pertains to talking to you? If y'all on the phone. If y'all not going out, does she still want to hang?
Are they exclusive? Do you know?
And that's
I'm gonna go on a whim and say no. Probably not. Because that's not his girl.
But if he's calling asking,
is that his girl?
I honestly don't know. But I would have to guess that it is.
No. We need to know that for sure. I'm asking if
that's fair. I'm not gonna
if
call
I
you
had
by
to
some hood rat.
Because here's the thing: if that is his girl, then that definitely needs to be some reciprocity.
Okay.
Has he dated? Does he date a lot?
Oh yeah.
He just really likes his girl. He just really likes his girl.
I'm assuming so. Just because, number one, this person doesn't ask me too many things like that.
Yeah.
And the fact that he did, and we had a pretty extensive conversation, didn't tackle any of this stuff. To me, that means, yeah.
But that's normal for us.
What?
When you bring something, we still have to like try to pull things out. And
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, why wasn't I thinking about those questions?
What were you thinking about?
I really.
You started thinking about you and Tab.
Yeah, but he asked.
Okay.
And like I told him, I was like, bro, like everybody knows where I am on the age spectrum right now. Now you ask me to think back.
Dating has
years.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
Dating has changed a lot. And the unfortunate reality is there are so many reasons why people go on dates today. So many reasons. And it's not because you have pure intentions. And I'm not saying this is true about the young lady because we don't know enough. But there are women who treat dudes like foodie dates.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And so And the justification is, my time, and I got dressed up to do all of this and whatnot. And I'm like, listen, your time is just as valuable as hers.
Mm.
And so there has to be some form of reciprocity. If you like this girl, what is she doing that indicates that she likes you?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
What? Can I interject?
Yeah.
Let me just ask this.
Okay.
If y'all were him given what you know, which I understand is not a lot.
We wouldn't have made it to 8 dates.
You wouldn't have made 8 days, but if you did, does it make any sense to make that request to that female?
No.
Why is that? This is good. This is good. Why?
For me, I'm always evaluating people who I'm dating.
You've said this before. Okay.
I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to course correct you. Now, if we're in a committed relationship and that I really do have stake in the game with you, then there's some things we can address and talk about. I'm not above that. But what I'm saying is it sounds like he's, based on what you've told us, at date number 8, he is at the same place he was at date number 1. I'm not telling you no. You may like my company, but do you like me?
Mm.
And do we always have to go somewhere at this point? Right?
Right.
At this point, we on the phone talking, having amazing conversations, right? It's because of those conversations I want to see you. She want to see me. Right? And it doesn't matter what we're doing. It doesn't matter how much what I'm paying for. Right?
Right.
And again, some women are old fashioned in that regard. But if she likes you, to your point, Gatrey, there has to be something, even if it's not monetary, that lets you know this girl is really into you or interested in you. You don't need more than 8 dates to find that out.
Like, has she given like any kind of gift or anything?
Physical touch, kiss, something.
All right. Didn't get that detail.
Something.
It's the reason I asked that is because, and I'm glad I didn't say this, but during our conversation, I almost said, dude, if that's what you want from her, just tell her. But I think I'm glad I didn't say that, but I think I'm guilty of putting the frame and context of marriage into that piece of advice that I did not give him.
Yeah.
Because like I think about my situation and I've overcomplicated a lot just because I failed to simply just say what I want.
Gotcha.
And so part of me was thinking, well, you can establish that at the dating part of your relationship, and then maybe it gets easier as time goes on. Because you know how it is when you're dating Walker. Like, you want to impress that lady. You do. And you don't want to come off as simpish by saying, you ain't gonna give me nothing? Well, that's big simp energy.
No, it ain't.
If you're dating,
no, it is. I don't think simp is the right word for it. What I would say is, when it comes to impress, like, my thing is, I think you should be yourself on a date. I mean, yeah, there is an element of your representative there. You're on your best behavior. You're trying, those types of things. But I think you want someone who likes you. So, are y'all doing things on dates that allows you to really get to know one another, right?
right.
I think that's really the crux of it. I mean, yeah, she may be attractive, she may look good, and she's giving you her time, and that can be validating to an extent. But is this girl into you? And I think sometimes as men, we tend to overlook that element of it because we're just so happy she came out with us. Is she into you? Is she interested in you? You know what I mean? Does she care about the things you care about? Right? What's the conversation like? You know what I mean? Do y'all really have a connection? So those are just questions I would ask for him. And those are things, I mean, after 8 dates, like, no kiss, no,
And he may have.
I mean, French. Like,
yeah, well, let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
I don't know.
Well, yeah. Do you know why he's dating? Like, what's the purpose? Is he dating just to date? He's dating to have a girlfriend. He's dating to get married.
He's ready. He's ready.
That's the impression.
That's one thing
I got.
we did talk about.
That's
like,
the impression I got, which is why
He's
I'm
dating
like,
to marry, and she may not be dating.
that's what it sounds like.
I don't think he and I would have this convo. Like if he didn't want more from this.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So he only
yeah.
call you up when it's like, okay, I'm serious about
Let me
that.
talk
So
to
you
the
talk
guy.
about
Let me talk to the guy
one-
who's where I want to be.
What? Let's hope not. For his own sake and hers.
Jesus.
Let's start here. We normally don't even have conversations like this.
Okay.
So for him to call me out of the blue and us have this conversation, there's something there.
He likes her.
He's got to.
He wants her to be the one.
He's got to.
Yeah. Does she these are so many questions. Does she know his intention? Does she even know what he wants?
Does he have a problem like saying what he wants, or he afraid to like screw this up? Or
See, I think if I had suggested to him to just say it, I would have got the answer to that.
Does he? And
But I didn't have a level of easiness with telling him that, only because it came from the scope of a marriage relationship.
Do this for me in black. Ask him, does he know and understand where she is in her life right now? Is she looking for a committed relationship? Everyone's looking.
Sure.
But what I'm saying is she prepared? Should she? Does he know if she met the right guy today, if she'd be ready?
Okay. I'll ask him that. But I want to stretch that out a little bit more. When do you ask that, in your opinion?
8 dates in.
Really?
I'd let my now wife know my intentions on date number 2. Because here's the thing. There's not one right way to do anything.
Facts.
Let's just clarify that, right? But here's the thing. When you talk to women, they say they want a man who's honest, a man who knows what he wants, a man who's sure of himself.
They don't mean that.
They may not,
But they state it.
but they state it.
Okay, that's fair.
So here's what I think it's important to do. If you know what you want, it's like, hey, I'm not the type to waste people's time. I value my time. I value your time. I'm dating with intention. You know, I'm looking for something serious. I'm at a point in my life. I'm doing well professionally. I'm looking for someone to do life with. I'm looking for some, and there's no pressure, but I just want you to know this is what I want. Just think you don't have to guess, wonder, whatever. If this is not where you are right now, it's cool. We can just have some great conversation, talk about whatever, enjoy the rest of the night,
Go Dutch.
go our separate ways, whatever.
Come on, Black, please, something. Okay.
Depends on like if y'all had those discussions, like
Depends on where she at.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, but you see what I'm saying? That way she don't have to wonder, okay, is he just trying to sleep with me? Is he just trying to, what does he want? Da, 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 da. She knows. She knows. Now, the reason why most guys are afraid to do that is because, again, you're happy she got on a date with you. You don't want to run her off. You don't want to do all that stuff. Bump that. You the leader. Tell her what you want. Why you afraid of her?
and if she runs away, then
Run. Forget that, bro. Everybody, here's what I realized. The purpose of dating is to find the right fit for you, right?
Correct.
That tells me that chances are that there are more people out there who are not a good fit for you than who is a good fit for you.
No one asked you to play the law of averages.
I'm just saying. Right?
Right.
I'm here to find out. And what we do is men, we have this thing where we'll build this whole dream around this one person. And if it doesn't work out, there goes my hopes and dreams and da-da-da-da-da. My self-esteem, my ego, everything is dependent upon her saying yes to me. No. No. You don't have to do that. Because guys who are doing well in life, guys who have charisma, guys who have the look, guys who have the style, those guys still hear this word today from women. No, thank you. They still get rejected.
Right.
And those are the dudes who have what you want, right? That you admire. They still get rejected from women for whatever reason. Her dog may have died. You don't know why she curbed you that day. Right?
Yeah.
So why would you build this whole hope around this one individual? Especially if you got some things going on in your life. Especially if you leveling up. Especially if you are working on being that guy. Her loss, right?
Right.
Ma'am, this is what I'm looking for.
I was just thinking when I was, remember I showed you, I tried to holler at someone and I showed you everything. I was like, well, she said this. She's like, okay. You're like, just keep it moving.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said to him.
It's like, okay.
Next.
Yeah, all right, keep going.
See,
Hey,
Black, here's the fine print that he's not sharing with our listeners and you. Walker had him lined up. Like, I'm joking. I'm saying that in jest.
But he was like, so matter of fact, like, oh yeah, that's what she said. Okay, keep it moving.
Fam,
He's
this is
not-
advice I would love to give to my 20-year-old self.
Yeah, he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'll tell him this. It's just tough, though.
I get it.
It's tough for everybody, man.
I
For
get it.
real, yeah.
I get it.
Out here in these streets. We say out here in these streets.
Out here on these streets, these streets.
I get it. I get it, man. I really do get it. But
what's on the other side of that is so validating and confirming.
yeah.
So when you find the one,
No, if you're able to man up, and if those really are, or whatever your intentions are.
Mm-hmm.
Now we endorse the marriage intention, obviously, but if those are your intentions, if you can man up and say that, even on the second date, I'm cringing because that's just like, but part of it's fear. But if you can man up and say that and be willing to deal with whatever comes with that after the fact, who knows how much time, money, energy that could save you.
Can I elaborate on that too? If you're listening to this, the person who I had that conversation with, I had known them for a while. I think that has to be stated. It's not like I met this person online and on date 2, I was that forthcoming. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew this person for a while. We went to the same church, went to the same college. Like, we knew each other. So I had a previous knowledge of her, and I knew enough about her to where I liked what I saw. Right. So I'm not saying date number. It's not an exact science. It's an art to it. When you get a comfortability with someone, right, and you obviously there's an attraction, else so you wouldn't have asked her out. But there's some compatibility there. There's some a connection. Like, this girl funny. She thinks I'm funny. Our conversation's good. We could talk like, man, I'm losing track of time when we talk and hang out. Like, I enjoy hanging out with this person, right? When you're getting to that point and you're learning them, there's some things that are in sync. They appear to be heading in a good direction. They got their head on straight. Land the plane. When you get to a comfort zone, and I don't know how many dates that is, so
right.
don't get locked in on the number.
Fair.
when you get to a point where you're like, I like this girl. I like where her head is at. She cool. She look good. She needs to know what I'm about. That's when you let her know. That's when you let her know what it is. And if she's not ready for it, God bless. Why would you, and here's my thing, if she's not ready for it, why would you continue to go on dates with her?
Good question.
Did you hear the since while we're here, did you hear about Lori Harvey? She did an interview recently and she talked about the Michael B. Jordan situation.
I saw it appearing on my feed. I didn't click on it yet. What happened?
I mean, she was just talking about like she didn't really get in depth into it, but she just was at a point where the relationship didn't serve her anymore. It was just kind of vague language, but it was widely speculated, as we all know, that she wasn't looking for anything long term. And Michael B. had invested, a year and a half into that situation?
Yeah.
Why would he continue to date?
He's looking for marriage, right?
Yeah. That's what's been said. Why continue to invest if we're no longer aligned in what we want?
Yeah, that's fair.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think you owe it to yourself to find out where this woman's head is at. Because you have a lot of women, there are a lot of women and men. A lot of people are not, marriage is not a priority for a lot of people anymore. Especially with having access to sex, especially with the ability to build your career and you do all this stuff in your 20s, even 30s, right? Marriage is not a priority for a lot of people until much later on in life. So if you're at a point where you're ready for something serious and she's just now getting hit in her stride professionally, she's just now, you know what I mean? She want to take trips. She want to do certain stuff. She want to, you know what I mean? That's great for her, but that just may not mean she's right for you. And I think that's why you have to have that conversation, especially once you feeling like, you know what, I like this person. Because here's the thing, people can talk themselves out of consideration. You don't even have to have this discussion with a lot of women. Let's just be real about that. All it takes is one date to be like, I ain't got to see her again.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I may give her another date. She may have had a bad day or something going on, but I ain't got to have this conversation with her. Cut your losses, keep it moving. But if you feeling her, and like I said, I keep using this word, there has to be reciprocity. Clearly he's feeling her.
Yeah.
Is she feeling him? And I think we tend to overlook that when we go out with someone who's just fine, just bad. We tend to overlook that. Yeah, she think you cool, but is she giving you that energy back?
Question. So you're in favor of establishing your desires whenever you feel the time is right.
Whenever I feel the time is right.
But the one desire that is to not be expressed is the need for reciprocity.
Is the need for reciprocity? Like I said,
because to me, I mean, they're both tough. They're both tough conversations.
Yeah.
But in weighing the two, I think putting your expectations or intentions on the table weighs a little heavier.
And it puts pressure on her to have to be honest and forthcoming about where she is.
Right.
It's like when you're playing spades. Sometimes when you start dropping spades, you force people to drop whatever they got in their hand.
Right.
All I'm saying is you dropping some spades, bro. You forcing her hand.
You pulling Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of that. The reason why I'm not for the reciprocity is because I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. If this is someone who's a good fit for you, you shouldn't have to ask for reciprocity.
Now that.
If this person is the fit for you, I shouldn't have to ask for it. If you like me, I should know it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I shouldn't be wondering, hey, why is she not after 8 dates?
That's your answer.
Yeah.
I mean,
well.
Bro, listen. You could be in the friend zone and not know it. What you got?
Perhaps.
What you got?
I just don't know if 8 dates is and granted, I haven't given y'all much.
Yeah, if you're going out once a week, that's 2 months of y'all seeing each other. Let's just assume it's back to back to back to back.
Well, I guess
that's 2 whole
I guess
months.
my assumption doesn't help the matter either.
What's your assumption?
I assume that he's not taking her out every week.
So it could be longer.
It could be longer, right? So I don't think it helps my argument in that regard. Yeah. I'm thinking.
You digging? Keep going.
I am. I'm just trying to compare the two. I'm trying to like dig up anything of value that I can remember from my courtship.
Rest your case.
Huh?
You need to rest your case.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not debating. There was a lot I had to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a chase part, right? That in a dating relationship, I guess it's been understood that the man is going to chase the female.
Define chase. This is where it gets fun.
Okay.
This is where it gets fun.
So
I didn't know this whole episode was going to be about this.
Me neither. And I was going to apologize to you because this is not what we decided to talk about. Are we good?
But I like this is really authentic.
Okay. The chase for me, I think it starts with the attraction. It's very rare that a woman's going to come to a man and tell him, dude, you got it going on.
All right.
It's usually the guy.
Right.
That probably throw some guys off.
Huh?
A woman approaching them like that.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that starts the chase, right? I like you.
Yeah.
I'll let you know you're attractive. Whatever. Then I gotta go and ask you out. Or let me rewind back. I gotta ask you for your number so that I can pursue.
Okay.
You don't give me that number, pursuit's over. Or maybe not. I was a little persistent.
DM.
Or DM, yeah. Then, assuming you get the number, you got to call. That's another action of pursuit, action of chase. She probably not calling you. Then you got to ask her to go out. That's another object of pursuit, of chase.
Okay.
Right? So like you may be in full stride chasing at this point.
Sure.
Okay?
Okay.
So that alone right there, we don't have to go any further. Because if it matures, right?
Okay.
Then from my context, then I gotta go chase your dad, ask for your hand. I gotta go find a ring to put on your finger.
You're moving way too fast.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going down the line.
Okay, fair
but
enough.
these are still like elements of pursuing someone.
Okay.
That I feel like it's always been expected for the man to champion that.
Okay.
I'm passing the mic to you, Walker.
I hear you, but I'm going to pass it back to you because you have the clear lane here to the basket. What's the difference? Where's the fine line between chasing a woman and a woman running away from you?
8 dates. Do we have a title?
But do you understand my point though? Because what we act like women don't flirt. We act like women don't flirt and do those. We act like they don't do this stuff.
Like that's not a back and forth.
Yeah,
I don't,
it's a dance, bro.
And I promised you I was going to get better at this.
Okay.
I promised you I was going to get better at not trying to apply everything to my situation.
Okay, listen. Just clarify. Speak, what's the word I'm using? Just use your personal experience.
Okay. So I had to ask my wife several times, several, to go out.
Okay.
She told me no several times. I kept asking. I was feeling her, man. I was feeling her, obviously. What? I'm gonna stop there.
Okay.
How does that factor into your
Good for you. It worked out.
But that's not something I should have had to do. I'm trying to see it through your lens.
When y'all first met, didn't you rub her the wrong?
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't pull that. He got the big joker. Since we're using card playing references here. yeah. Okay. So, and that's part of the reason I didn't want to use my.
You dug yourself. You had to dig yourself out of a hole.
Yeah, because my wife and I were enemies at first. It is what it is.
Are you using hyperbole there, or
no? Like I did not like her. I didn't. Dude, I remember the first time she came to my house for a function. I did not want her in there.
Why?
Because I didn't like her.
When you first, why do you not like her? Why
at
do you
that
not
point?
like her? Yeah.
Oh, because she shut me down. Am I proving your point? It was the first impression was bad.
When you first met her, you hit on her?
No, it was a simple introduction. I didn't.
Were you trying to be funny?
I can't say this. I think she was all that attractive to begin with. But anyway.
Well, clearly you didn't. Clearly you were mistaken.
Right.
2 kids later.
Right. And a date in which you was on your phone later. Yeah.
It was a simple first impression that did not go.
She didn't laugh at your joke.
It wasn't even that. It was like she shut me down when it wasn't even necessary.
Joke wasn't funny.
I can't because I give everybody nicknames, and I tried to give her one, which is based off her real name, and she cut that.
And knowing her personality, it makes sense now, right?
So I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, I'm gonna be over there, and don't come to my house ever. So when you can't come over for taboo night.
So what made her show up to your house?
Well, we had a function.
Mm-hmm.
I was in a young adult group.
I know you didn't tell her that. Don't come over to my house.
No, I didn't. I wasn't that bad. I didn't invite her. She came with somebody else, and I may have been petty and told certain people about the function. I was petty. But anyway, she
and you know how his face he is with his facial expressions at age 40. Could you imagine what he was like when he saw her?
I remember her walking through the door, and I'm like, man, this night is over.
And she felt all of that, huh?
Probably, because I know I would try to impress her.
So when we add context to all of this, she probably was like, he's nasty. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So our origins were rough. And I think that's what throws this example out. I'll be fair, Walker. I'll be fair.
Is it safe to say that your situation is kind of an outlier?
Yes. That's why I didn't want to use. That's why I prefaced it.
Okay. So I go back to the female that I was hanging out with. We hung out with each other for a while, but we was going Dutch at times, hanging out. You know, it wasn't, you know. And I remember asking her out. She declined. The next time we hung out, she asked me to hang out. I think, yeah, she asked me to hang out. And it was kind of like around her birthday, something like that. But I went dark. Petty Walker. I'm not petty. Well, I am petty, but but that wasn't petty.
You ghosted her. That's petty.
Oh, you just met her with the same energy.
You're not going to get my attention for free. And you know good and well I'm interested. You're not getting my attention for free. And I have enough female friends. Cool on that.
You ghosted her.
No.
What's the difference between going dark and ghosting
Ghosted,
somebody?
I actually responded when she wanted to hang out. Ghosted is I never saw her again.
Oh. When you said you went dark, what does that mean?
I stopped asking her to hang out.
Oh, okay. I took that the wrong way. When you said you went dark, it was just like,
No,
I saw her text me and was like.
Because we used to hang out like every other week. You know, we were hanging out a lot. Yeah, that stopped. And she noticed. And she wanted to be friends. I was like, cool. 2-3 months later, I met my wife. I moved on. I already knew who else I was going to shoot my shot with. does Steph Curry, when he misses a shot, does he take off his jersey, throw it in the crowd, and run to the locker room?
He calling for the rock again.
Oh, because shooters do what?
Shoot.
You a shooter? What you gonna be? You gonna shoot your shot?
I'm definitely a shooter.
Retired.
You're retired though.
Well, I was a shooter. Because like I said, when I was starting to feel her, I got rejected several times.
Got the Kim Baby.
But my point is, you ain't worried about that shot you missed.
Nah.
Short memory.
And that's what I'm trying to understand.
Okay.
Oh, you're equating that female to one missed shot. Ah, okay. And see, I think in my scope,
Keep shooting again at the same basket.
I'm
with the
equating
same
her
chick.
to a game.
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
I see where you're coming from.
No. Because you want to know what happened? And this happened accidentally. I wasn't even trying to do this. I think the other girl got jealous.
Imagine that. Women getting jealous.
I think she got jealous when I met my wife. And by then, I did not care.
Was she still
Still what?
knocking on the door?
Not trying to like talk to me like that.
Oh,
She
okay.
took the L. She took the L. But yeah. Move on. Move on. Cause my example, if she don't go out with you, another attractive woman will. Her loss.
Don't get me wrong, Walker. This is valuable logic.
Okay.
It's not even logic. This is a valuable standpoint, viewpoints, perspective. I get it.
I had my eyes on like 3 other women after she was like,
Right. And, when you're young, you really owe it to yourself, too. There's too much out there.
yeah.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. You why would you reduce it to someone who doesn't even know what they want, ain't even figured it out yet?
Yeah.
Why would you reduce your chances to that?
Well, I'm talking more so in like
Do we
diversifying your portfolio, your stock options.
the way you put it?
Well, yeah. Like a 40-year-old man.
But is it the rejection? You think it's just the rejection?
For me?
Or just for men in general?
Oh yeah. Like your theory of men pretty much having to be ready for rejection at all times, know how to deal with it.
Well, we're pursuing.
Especially when dating. That's fact.
But listen, if you're going to pursue, if we're the ones pursuing, what's the likely outcome?
Yeah.
Like
we're going to miss most of those shots.
We don't go into a basketball game thinking, man, I'm going to go 11 for 11 today.
Right.
We already know we're going to miss some shots. So why do we not do that when it comes to women and who we want to talk to?
I don't know.
Like, think about it. You're going to go play ball with your boys, and you
taking me back.
I'm going 15 for 15 today. I ain't missing nothing. Have you ever said that? Is any of your boys who can actually hoop say that?
Not.
Actually hoop.
Yeah, about to say. You're asking the wrong person.
But you see what I'm saying? Now, you may have that.
I did think I was going to get every rebound off the rim.
Well, there you go. You was that guy.
I was the rebound. I caught.
Make sure you pass the rock as soon as you get it. We don't need you doing nothing with it after that.
Yeah, make sure you're the rebounder, not the rebound.
So, but my point is, even though you have that confidence, you're gonna miss some shots.
Right.
Someone gonna foul you. You're not gonna hit all the shots, but you still play anyway and enjoy it.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean.
That's all I'm saying, man. Keep shooting. Just keep shooting, bro. Keep shooting.
But also,
bro, don't
know when to go to another court.
Yeah, man. No, yeah. No, just go get back on defense. Just go get back on defense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You seen that dude.
Yeah. Yes.
Who won't give up on a play.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Just this possession is over.
Right.
This possession is
Go
done.
get a stop.
We're done. Yeah. Right. Wait again for your number to get called.
Right.
Be ready.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha.
So again, I know you're very persistent. I just don't think persistence. I'll say this to you, Gat, because you were speaking anecdotally, and I'm speaking anecdotally to an extent. Okay, I'm giving you my experience. What I've learned from women is women are attracted to men that other women want. So when you keep trying to pursue this woman, what ends up happening is if this woman has already rejected you or has put you in a certain category other than someone that she's romantically really interested in, you're going to come off as desperate to her. Especially if you're her only option. It's weird that way with women because you would think they would be very direct and very, hey, you like me? Oh, that's cool. You're a nice guy. Let's give it a shot. You would think a lot of women would do that.
Right.
But it amazes me, even talking to some of my homeboys, like the stories they tell me. It amazes me how much more attractive a guy gets. There was a girl in college. My homeboy was telling me about this. He was rooming with one of my homeboys. 3 of us. They was rooming together. He tells me this story. He was in the cafeteria in school, and one girl was talking trash about our other third friend, and how he this and he that. Like he just, he this and that. He fooled this girl. Da 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 da. About a few weeks later, he's chilling in his in the living room area. It's the next morning. He see a purse on the. He was like, he already know what time it is. Out comes, guess who? The girl who was talking crap about the same dude. Like it, and I know I'm using younger women here, but what I'm saying is there's an intrigue on a part of a lot of women with a dude. Because here's the thing, if women control access to sex, then the intrigue is, what is this guy doing? Does he have money? Is he charismatic? Is he, you know what I mean? Like, what is it about him? It's an intrigue there. But the dude who's sitting over here in the corner by himself, they don't even see him.
Right.
It's amazing. And see, that's why I hear a lot of men talk about, listen, you work on yourself. You work on your confidence. You work on who you are as a man. You be able to say things with confidence to a woman. Get in the habit of approaching and talking to women. And it ain't even for an outcome. You just having a conversation.
Right.
Hey, I'm such and such. How are you? How was your day? Oh, yeah? Was it good? Why was it so good? Okay, what did you do? Conversation. If you just get in the habit of just while you're working on yourself, don't be a recluse. Learn how to talk to women and build your confidence up so that you can just have conversations. You're out at functions. You can approach women, talk to women, you can build that confidence up. And if she don't want to talk to you, must be having a bad day. How you doing? Right. You're you know what I'm saying? Because you are a what? Shooter.
Right.
All right. Well, next time down the court, hey, I'm ready. Pass me the rock. I'm ready. If we get in that mindset, we won't be so shattered and so devastated when someone that we like doesn't like us back.
Right.
Or like us back in the way we want them to. Thoughts, Black?
No, I just imagine Ronnie, like, you keep going with the basketball thing. Like, Ronnie's probably the guy that as soon as he crossed half court, he pull up the logo, shooting that shot.
Like on a real basketball game or?
No.
Dating.
Oh, yeah. I shot a lot of shots.
From the logo.
At the same person?
Yeah. Do clubs count?
Everything's in play.
Yeah.
Oh, no. They're definitely not the same person.
How were you when you were shooting your shot?
Oh, my goodness.
Let's talk about that.
Sweaty. Yeah.
Wait, so you're in the club sweating? Yeah, I can see that. You sweat in air conditioned room. So you're in the club. You used to do with the rag on top of your head.
Well, it went on top of my head, but I usually have one in my pocket.
Okay.
So for starters, I'm not doing myself any favors if I'm approaching you and that's not a good look. I know that.
But you didn't care.
No, we're gonna shoot or not.
Fair enough.
And keeping in the context of social clubs, now, if the drinks are flowing, my style, the more I drink, the more talkative I get. So I've been in that element unintentionally. I know that's scary, right? Well, I've been in that element unintentionally. in terms of like
Yeah.
what
What was your field goal percentage?
0.1. Imaginary number. I don't know. It wasn't high, but man, like, gosh, liquid courage. They call that for real. But yeah, I would have more confidence to do that if I had a little something in my system. So yeah.
So you was this extra talkative, extra sweaty, big dude trying to holler at a girl in the club.
Yeah, dude, I remember somewhat.
You're not surprised at your success rate?
No.
Okay.
No, but I mean, if we're being honest, like my confidence was low, my self-esteem was low.
I don't understand that. So what made you shoot your shot? Just
Peer pressure was some of it, and it's me being too talkative to my homeboys I was with. And you know, they gas you up. Yeah, man, go get her, man. Go buy a drink, go get her something. Man, trying to get out of here. Okay. And then, but there's facts in what you said though, because I think over time it got a lot easier. But pulling up from the logo, yeah, there were certain women I had no business hollering at. None.
Was it fun though?
Oh yeah. And for me, knowing that going in,
Did you get anywhere?
yeah, I was gonna tell y'all about this one time we were at A&M's homecoming. Gosh, yeah, I was in college, and we had pregame pretty hard, and they got to shooting at this party or whatever.
Yeah,
And
that's typical.
yeah, I shouldn't be so casual with that, but like shooting.
And those usually be some of the
Shootings at parties.
You
is
know,
what
have
happens.
you ever noticed the parties where it gets to shooting? Those actually be some of the best parties until that
Oh
happens.
goodness, this was one of those.
Okay,
it
go
was
ahead.
already A&M's homecoming, so you know it's already turned.
Facts.
But nah. So like, I remember this girl. She was from Kentucky, and the only reason I don't know if I can say this.
I mean, it was how long ago?
Oh yeah, okay. The only reason I remember that is because when she told me where she was from, I said, "Oh, you from the KY Jelly State?" I remember saying that. But
The look on her face.
well, no. She was vibing because one of my homeboys that I still talk about that night, they got to shooting like right in the middle of all that. And he tells me that she was looking for me after everything had settled.
Wow.
So I'm like, but that's just how it was flowing for your boy. But I was in a good space.
Yeah.
But that line, I don't remember saying that.
Oh,
But my home-
you was sauced up, huh?
I was gone. My homeboy was right there. And I remember later on that night, sir, my other homeboys were verifying what I said. And of course, the next morning, I was like, man, I can't believe I said that.
That's
I
hilarious.
was like, y'all sure she was into that? You know, like, I couldn't believe it because that's just like, who says that it gets anywhere?
And how many times you tried after that?
No, I did not have the courage. I don't think I met any woman from Kentucky after that I was interested in like that. But, gosh, that may have been my like crowning jewel of a moment in terms of like nightclub antics.
There you go.
But that just goes to show just how like talkative I was. I didn't care, you know, like this particular woman, from what I was told, I would have considered her out of my league.
Really?
Yeah.
Just by looks?
Just by looks, man. She was bad, bro.
Okay.
So, but you know, again, self-esteem, factor that in. Right. But yeah, so like for me, it's like, go in with low expectations. You may bank one in.
Because, you know, I would think that with having low self-esteem, you wouldn't even go over there anyway.
Right. That's where the alcohol comes in.
The X factor.
Right.
Shout out to Jamie Foxx.
No, I'm not endorsing drinking to shoot your shot. I'm not endorsing that. I'm just telling you what happened to me. I'm not proud of
Liquid
that.
courage.
Right. I'm not proud of that by any means. But
But it was
hey,
fun.
It was fun, dude. Those were golden years, man. So yeah.
Don't need to apologize. I mean,
But
we all turned up in college.
But yeah. But you know, in thinking back to my wife, one thing, and whenever we do talk about it, one thing I remind her is like, there was something special about her to make me want to keep asking her. Like, I know with my wife, I was in a frame of mind that I had never been in with any other woman.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I knew before I even really knew.
Yeah.
But like, it was like, nah, I gotta have you. So even if you don't want to go to McDonald's tonight, that's cool. But I'm gonna come back with Burger King tomorrow. Terrible analogy, but you know where I'm going. That was bad.
We're just gonna let you have that, dog.
Y'all got anything to drink?
No, don't give him anything to drink. They're going to get worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that would help? Do you think that help? That advice would help?
Yeah.
Again, I'm shooting in the dark because there's so many unanswered questions. There's so many questions I have around this.
That's fair.
You know, and I think that's just something any guy who's pursuing. Dude, I think we've all been this guy before. Like,
I know I have.
I've been him.
I don't know if I've made it to 8 though.
I mean, listen, but I know what it's like to.
No shade. I don't mean any shade by that.
He's listening, so make sure he hears that. So what I'm saying is that we've all have pursued a girl and we wasn't paying attention to the signs.
All right.
We were not paying attention because all it was we were in the moment of there's this really attractive woman, and if I get her, it's just gonna be amazing. And I think, man, if we're adults now, your whole purpose is to find out if you're at this point in your life where you're looking for someone, you should be vetting whoever comes into your life. And if that person isn't reciprocating in some form or fashion with you, if she just wants to be with you, like, I think it's dope when I hear it, because again, there's some women who expect you to take them out. There's women who expect if y'all are going out, you have to take her somewhere. I don't know how many women are out there like this still, but a woman who's really into you, y'all ain't got to go nowhere. At least not every night. There's no pressure. There's no pressure for that because she likes you, not the activity. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if she likes you more than the activity, then that's a good sign. But if you got to have activity every time, if that's the only thing that brings her out,
Red flag.
For me,
Okay.
At least a yellow.
Okay.
At least a flag on the play.
Right.
So, yeah, if you got to do that just to get her outside, then I don't know. And that's without having any other questions asked. I don't know what else she's reciprocating or what. Right. So 8 days, man. That's oof.
But who's counting?
Oof.
Hey, relax, man.
Oh, you tell now we gotta relax. Ain't that a?
That took us all the way to A&M homecoming. So we need to relax.
Dude, 2002. I still remember the year. Lord have mercy. That was a long time ago.
I think I was at that homecoming. I think I was in Huntsville for A&M homecoming 202. Yeah.
I may have been too.
I think I may have been there because I went up to visit my homeboy. He was at UAH.
Really?
Yeah. I came up for A&M homecoming.
Okay.
Fun times. Anyway.
You weren't the one doing the shooting, were you?
Not to be where I am today.
I'm trying to see which Outkast album was out in 2002.
In 02, that had to have been Speaker Box and Love Below.
Yes,
I was up there.
Okay.
I think we listened to that on the way up.
It may have dropped that. Yeah, it may have dropped that year. Because it was
no.
Ether.
It didn't. I think it was 03.
Was it? I know I was in college.
Was they playing singles from it?
I know I was in college when it came out.
It might have been 02. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it was. I
I
think it
may
may
have
have
been that too, because that's when
It was
my
sometime
friends-
between 2004 and 2005.
I think it was 03, 04, somewhere in there.
Okay.
03, 04, somewhere in there.
You know, one of these days we'll get somebody to. We get bigger.
You got anything else, bro?
I'm good.
I think this is when exactly the way it was supposed to. Because again, I guess we giving some dating advice,
Yeah,
game.
man.
Fellas, you deserve some reciprocity. I understand the law of pursuit, but there needs to be something reciprocated. I think if you're going on dates and you're paying for them all and you don't know where you stand with this girl, she hasn't even given you a clue that she's into you like that, that's a concern. That's a concern. Because I think of a woman, you know this from your experience dating your wife and dating other women who like you, you know.
Yeah.
You know. You can tell when y'all have a genuine connection. You can tell. And so if you're still fishing, if I still got to ask for advice after date number 8 about reciprocity, you probably got your answer.
Keep the Point Podcast.